The IPL Power List is here. You will laugh, cry, and be disappointed where I put your team. But that is why we do it. Because this is as fun as a Deshpande spell or being Fraser McGurked. This week we are looking at each team's strength and also a player of the week, because why not?
If you need a VPN, go Nord. Use nordvpn.com/Kimber to get a 2-year contract with a discount, plus 4 extra months, plus gifts in some markets. It's completely risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. The link is in the show notes. Protect your computer like a blocker protects the stumps with NordVPN today.
Rajasthan Royals. Recent record, they went 0-1 against the Sunrisers. Avish and Sandeep took early wickets, but Chahal had an off day as he conceded 62 runs in 4 overs. But Sunrisers bowled really well in that game and got them home. Their batting strength is the death overs. Even though they were not able to cross the line against Sunrisers, they have done very well in the end of the innings all the way through the season. Samson has been their most important player, striking at 210 in the final overs without being dismissed. Their bowling strength has been the power play overs. Trent Boult has been one of the most effective new ball bowlers. He takes wickets and goes for almost no runs. Sandeep Sharma, when they've given him the new ball, 4 for 19 in 5 overs in the power play. Player of the week, Jaiswal. Not only was Jaiswal, along with Parag, the main reason why Rajasthan came closer against the Sunrisers, but he also scored a match-winning ton against Mumbai 2 games before that. And his form is very important because they're not going to have Butler. Their upcoming games are at Delhi, at CSK, and versus Punjab. They still have 4 games to go, and it went down to the wire in both of their games, and a top finish should still be achievable with their squad. Kolkata Knight Riders, their recent record is 3-0. They won versus Delhi, won at Mumbai, and won at LSG. They were definitely the best team of the week, and winning 2 games away from home was huge for their case for the double chance in the finals. In fact, they won all 3 games comfortably in the end, but the win against Mumbai, where they recovered from 57-5 to reach 169, showed us that they can come back from behind and win. Their batting strength has been the power play overs. Salt and Narayan have just been absolutely incredible, and when Raghavanshi has been in, he's also gone pretty well. The problem is that Narayan is due a regression, although he has been for ages and hasn't happened yet, and Salt is not available for the playoffs. Their bowling strength, the middle overs. The spin Narayan and Varun Chakravarti has been very good in the middle phase. Andre Russell has been slightly expensive, but he's taken 9 wickets in just 16 overs, and that's been really, really important. Player of the week, it might be the player of a few of their weeks, is Sunil Narayan. He didn't concede more than 24 runs and took a wicket in each of the last 3 games. In fact, I think he has a wicket in every game so far this year. Plus, he also made 81 of 39. Their upcoming fixtures are versus Mumbai, at Gujarat, and at Rajasthan. They're playing possibly the 2 worst teams in the competition. So this is a great opportunity for KKR to finish top 2. The game against Rajasthan might not even matter. The Sunrisers Hyderabad's recent record is that 1 win against the Royals. Nitish Reddy and Henrik Klaasen powered Sunrisers past 200. And then when Bhuvi got 2 early wickets, it was all on. But they still had to fight for that one. Their batting strength is obviously their power play. Travis Head and Abhishek Sharma have given them incredible starts. Both of them have scored at a strike rate of more than 210, and Head has also averaged a mind-boggling 96 in the power play. Their bowling strength has also been in the power play. Although they haven't actually been effective as a whole, they're at their best right at the start. Bhuvi has 7 wickets and an economy of 8.3, which is the joint most this season, along with Boult and Khalil. And Natarajan, when he has bowled there, has done very well also. The player of the week, Nitish Reddy. Coming in at 35 for 2, Nitish hit 3 4s and 8 6s in his 76 from 42 balls. And the fact that he's a fast bowling all-rounder means that the Indian fans are already very excited about how he is going to go. Their upcoming fixtures are at Mumbai versus Lucknow and versus Gujarat. They're 6-4 and they're playing 2 of the weaker sides, and then they're going up against Lucknow, which might actually just be, a double points win if they can beat them. That's a pretty good stretch. CSK's recent record is 1-1. They lost to Punjab and then they beat Punjab. And considering they never beat Punjab, I suppose they would take the fact that they won. They made 160 in both games and had way different results. Their batting strength has been the death overs. Gaikwad has been their best batter, but they perform at their best when they get to the end. MS Dhoni, Shivam Dubey, even Shardul Thakur in that last game, and Jadeja. There's a lot of guys who could score quite well for them at the end. Their bowling strength has been the middle overs. Patharana was a huge reason why they're dominant, and they have to get him back and in the 11. His 9 wickets came in only 13 overs, and Mustafiza has bowled well. Jadeja, Deshpande, and Mitch Santner in the last game. Player of the week? Ravi Jadeja. He's had a very good all-round outing in the away game, top scoring with 43 of 26 and taking 3 for 20 in 4 overs. He was not as effective at home, scoring only 2 and going at 22 runs in 3 overs, but still, pretty good week. Upcoming matches at Gujarat versus Rajasthan and versus RCB. They are 6-5, so they need to win at least 2 games. And Rajasthan Royals have been the best team in the tournament, and RCB are also in incredible form right now. It could be tricky because CSK really need those wins. Lucknow Super Giants' recent record is 1-1. That's pretty predictable, and maybe that just tells you where they are. They're a team that can beat their sides that are below them, but might struggle a little bit against the best teams. And Kolkata's certainly looking like that at the moment. Their batting strength is the middle overs. Marcus Stoinis, Cal Rahul, and Nicholas Puran have scored at a good strike rate and average in that area. Their bowling strength has actually been their power play overs, which is a problem because it should be their middle. But Moshin Khan, who unfortunately went off with concussion the other day, and Yash Thakur have taken 5 wickets each in that period. But their player of the week is Marcus Stoinis, who put on a good all-round performance against Mumbai, scoring 62 off 46, and also got figures of 1 for 19 in 3 overs. He top scored with 36 off 21 against KKR, but of course, that was nowhere near enough. Their upcoming fixtures are at Sunrisers, at DC, and at Mumbai Indians. That's 3 away games, and their net run has just taken a hell of a hit. But the really important game there is obviously when they go up against the Sunrisers, because as I said earlier, that could be a double-point game. The Delhi Capitals' recent record is 0-1. They went up against KKR away and lost. Kuldeep Yadav took Delhi past 150 and I suppose gave them a little bit of a chance, but Akshar's bowling was the only other positive in that game. Their batting strength is obviously their power play batting. Fraser McGurk is scoring at more than 2.5 runs a ball, while averaging 65. Shaw and Warner have not been at their best this season, but they've done a pretty decent job even because of that, just because of Fraser McGurk. Bowling strength, clearly the middle overs as it should be. Kuldeep Yadav and Akshar Patel have absolutely been brilliant at taking wickets occasionally and also just stopping the scoring. And the player of the week is also Kuldeep Yadav, who top scored with a 26-ball 35 against KKR, and this meant that Delhi recovered. It's not ideal when your number 9 is the player of the week for batting, though. Their upcoming fixtures versus Rajasthan, at RCB, and versus LSG. They can still qualify for the playoffs, but they need to win all 3 games as they have a negative net run rate. So they're playing Rajasthan, who still want to cement a top position. They're playing RCB, who's in massive form, and they're playing LSG, who needs a win as well. That's really tough for Delhi, but Fraser McGurk, and Kuldeep Yadav is an all-rounder now. We just got to live in that reality. RCB's recent record is 1 win versus Gujarat. They restricted Gujarat to 147, which is kind of pretty easy the way that they're batting these days. And then Faf and Virat came in and absolutely won the game easily, except for that massive collapse where they almost lost. Their batting strength is being the power play overs. Kohli and Duplessis have been really good in their power play. They've got off to incredible starts. Kohli has an incredible average and a really good strike rate, and Duplessis smashing it around. They put up their highest ever score of 92 in the first 6 overs against Gujarat. Their bowling strength has also been the power play overs, although saying they have a bowling strength is maybe pushing it a little bit. They took only 7 wickets and an economy of 10.8 in the first 8 matches, while they now have 11 wickets and an economy of 8.4 in the last 4. So it's not a strength, it's just getting better. And their player of the week was Mohammad Siraj, who was off colour for a long period this season. However, he has figures of 4 for 123 in 16 overs from his last 4 matches. Against Gujarat, he got rid of Mansah and the big wicket of Shubman Gill. Upcoming, they go at Punjab versus Delhi and CSK. If they win all 3 of those games and they continue to get net run rate boosts, they can still actually sneak in. They're probably not going to do that, but geez, it would be fun. And that 1-run loss to KKR might haunt them. The Punjab Kings' recent record is 1-1. They won at CSK and lost versus CSK. Punjab bowled first and did well in both of those games. They had 1 really easy chase and 1 chase where they never looked likely. Their batting strength has certainly been the death overs, right? Shashank Singh and Ashutosh Sharma have just been absolutely incredible, and they have come close to winning games that they probably shouldn't have several times this year. Their bowling strength is the middle overs, and I don't think any of us would have thought that with all their new ball talent. But Harshal has taken a lot of wickets again this year. Chahar has been really good at times, and Harpreet Brar, when they bowl him, has been fantastic. And the player of the week is Rahul Chahar, 5 for 39 in 8 overs against CSK. And he was dropped for like a huge part of this season, but he's had a terrific comeback. Their upcoming fixtures are versus RCB, at Rajasthan, and then at the Sunrisers. And they are still in it mathematically, but their upcoming games are pretty challenging, and you would have to say it's not going to happen for them. Mumbai Indians' recent record is 0-2. They lost at LSG and versus KKR. They recovered from 27 for 4 to make 144 while batting first and managed to take the game to the final over against LSG. However, they let KKR make 169 after being 57 for 5. And apart from Sky, no one else looked all that good. Batting strength has to be the middle overs. Tilak Varma has been very good in this phase of the game, averaging 55 at a strike rate of 164. Sky is also at his best, and Hardik has been batting pretty well between overs 7 and 16. And Nihal Wadira also rescued them in a couple of their games. The bowling strength, death overs. I really like the combination of Jasprit Bumrah and Jarrod Kotsia in that period of the game because they have to attack Kotsia and he's going to get wickets. The problem is that by that stage, they're usually out of it because of the way that everyone else is bowled. Player of the week, Jasprit Bumrah, which could be every week, but he's just operating at another level. If he was a Scientology, he'd be like a super mega Thetan by this point. I think that's how Scientology works. He didn't actually take a wicket against LSG, but he conceded 17 runs in 4 overs, and he took 3 for 18 against KKR and didn't finish out his 4 overs. Their upcoming fixtures are versus Sunrisers, at KKR, and versus LSG. They can't win more than 6 games, so nothing I say after this sentence means anything at all. Oh, I didn't say anything after that sentence, so I suppose this doesn't mean anything at all. Gujarat Titans' recent record is 0-1, and they lost against RCB. They were 23 for 3, and to be fair to them, they actually came back a couple of times in that game. It's just that they're not playing particularly good at the moment. Maybe they've waited too long to play Josh Little. Their batting strength has been their death overs. Tawatia, Rashid, and Miller have been their top 3 run scorers in the final 4 overs. Miller over 2 runs a ball, but unfortunately, they've had to bat him so far up the order, he's very rarely there. Their bowling strength has been the middle overs. Sai Kishore has been their best bowler in that section, which is incredible because they have Noor Ahmed and Rashid Khan. But all 3 of them together are still being great. It's just been nowhere near as good as they would have hoped to actually get into the finals. Player of the week, Noor Ahmed, who had been struggling a little bit for form, but 2 for 23 and 4 overs against Gujarat to keep his side in the game, and he got Will Jacks and Virat Kohli. Their upcoming fixtures are versus CSK, versus KKR, and at Sunrisers. They're also not out of contention, but let me just go, they're playing CSK, KKR, and Sunrisers. They're basically out of contention. The way they're playing at the moment, you cannot see them really winning more than one of those games. And that is it. We are out of power, but we will be back for at least one more edition of the Power List. But also we have player awards, team maps, and exit interviews. Tell your teacher, subscribe like a loon, and we will see you again next time. A lot of people complain that I'm not a former cricketer, and so that I don't really know the game. Well, you know what they can't claim? That I don't know desks. I've been using desks for years. I'm a collector of desks, old and new, and I am sitting on a new one right now. I am the Don Bradman of sitting at desks. So when I tell you that the E7 Pro next generation height adjustable desk from FlexiSpot is legit, this is like Michael Jordan talking to you about sneakers. This desk holds 160 kilograms. It is as stable as anything I've ever seen, and it has under desk cable management. But really, the main skill here is that this desk rises and falls at the push of a button, and it moves super quick. And it has so many settings that remember your favorite heights. It really does it all. And I could not recommend the E7 Pro from FlexiSpot anymore, even though I am currently sitting on one of FlexiSpot's BS12 Pro multifunctional, adjustable, upgraded fabric, ergonomic chairs. My butt and computer have never been happier than when using one of FlexiSpot's products. So get over to their page right now for big savings.